Hello everyone, Nico Ryan here, coach of the Lily UFC. This is a post commentary video about my week 2 match of the ASL Season 12, my ASL, the Amino Squad League. We were up against Matt, aka Badass AloSlash, coach of the Indiana Tracers. The reason we're doing a post match commentary, this battle happened a few days ago. It was Friday late at night. I was just coming home from going out with some friends for some sports, soccer and volley. So I was very tired, and I couldn't live commentary at the time. So I decided for a post match. You can see the matchup for this battle right there in the corner. The Tracers has stuff like Glimora, Superior, the Dunsparce, Cotone, Rotom, Gujin Fires, Little Wing, Fione, Senaconda, and Tornadoes Incarnate. His Terra captains are the Dunsparce and Fione. And this is what I built for this match. You can see right there in the corner what was I expecting for this match with the Glimora, the Dunsparce, Leader Wing, Superior, Rotom, and the Gujin Fire. Even though I was expecting this 6, my first mom for this match right there is Howlucha. This Howlucha set was specifically to counter any type of Sandaconda I could face off. You can see I have Limber because of Glare. You can see I have Defog in case he brings rocks. You can see I have Encore in case he tries to set up coils. And of course I am immune to Earthquake being a flying type. So this bulky Howlucha set here was specifically to counter Sandaconda in case he brings it. Then I brought Bioscarada, a typical Choice Bandit set with Flower Trick, especially because his team is very weak to ice. The only ice resistance in his team is Fione, and I don't think it was coming. So having something like a protein Choice Bandit triple Axel like Bioscarada was very good for this match. Then I have my setup Sandslash. As I said, he's really weak to ice. So I brought the Slow King with a chili reception and future side talks and trick Lagging Tail. Yes, I'm bringing Lagging Tail after getting caught by it last week. The trick Lagging Tail is specifically to try and counter a setup Gujin Fire in case he wants to be stuff like Booster Energy and Dragon Dance. Being full physical death, I can maybe leave an Earthquake in case he's booster attack plus the Dragon Dance, and if I leave that and trick the Lagging Tail into it, then he always goes last and I can deal with it. But most of the time, Slowking is here just to pass on the chilly reception to Sandslash. Sandslash can outspeed everything, Swords Dance, and just get damage with a triple X. So I am Terra Ghost this week, specifically to counter the Boom Burst, the Dunsparce, so we can break my sub that I will try to set up. And the Mental Herb is because he has two Prankster Mons in Cotone and Tornadoes Incarnate. If he tries to bring that and do stuff like Taunt or Encore, I can cure myself from those with the Mental Herb. Then I have my Assault Vest Basculegion with Shadow Ball Surf, Aqua Jet, and Flip Turn for Momento, and to try and tank some hits, especially from stuff like Glimora and Superior. Try to Superior, and specifically to maybe get caught off guard Rotom trying to Thunderbolt me, but most of the time he should go for a Volt Switch on it, so I have to be careful about that. And finally, Magmortar was my suicide lead with the weakness policy. This is a bulky set with Flame Charge, Scorching Sands, and Flamethrower. Taunt is to stop stuff like the Dunsparce Lee to set up rocks. And with this set, this full HP and some kind of bulky in SPDF, I can leave a modest power gen from Glimora, catch the power gen, use the flame charge, and then kill it with Scorching Sand. That was the plan. As you can see, I'm going to move to the replay here. And he brought Sandaconda and Cotone. So let's change that. He didn't bring. Let's first get rid of the matchup here. Then we're gonna change Slitherwing. He didn't bring Slitherwing. Instead, he brought the Katoni. And he didn't bring Superior as well to bring the Sandaconda. So glad I went for that Hawlucha set. And now we can take a look at this match right here. It's been a few days. I won't remember everything, but I'll do my best. As I said, I lead with the Magmortar here. Let me turn off this sound because it's going to be... At least turn the music off because it's going to be loud. And he leads with Katana. This is great for us. I can go for my Flame Charge as he goes into Sandaconda. And he reveals his Sandaconda to be a Rocky Helmet set. I have my perfect Sandaconda counter here in Hawlucha. I go straight into it as he tries to glare me, so the Limber works. I predict he's going out, so I go for the U-turn as he goes into Rotom. So I get the U-turn into Rotom. And I go back straight into Magmortar. I realize I can go for a Flamethrower here, as he probably goes for a Volt Switch. Yes, that's what he does. And he goes into Glimmora. I just sack Magmortar here and go for Scorching Sand as he goes for the Toxic, and we kill Glimmora with a crit Scorching Sand. At first I thought this mattered in case he was some kind of bulky Glimmora, but he was a full offensive Glimmora, so the crit didn't matter. He tried to predict me going into something else and went for the Toxic instead of a Rock type move, so we caught him off guard there, and Magmortar got the kill on Glimmora. Magmortar was my suicide lead, so I was just sacking it. He went for the Dunsparce, so I go for Taunt and caught him trying to coil me, which is awesome. And then I just go for another Flamethrower and let him finally kill the Magmortar with the Body Slam. We got the Taunt on the Dunsparce. This is a perfect opportunity for me to go into Slowking and try and set up the Snow. As he switch out into Sandaconda, this is perfect. I go for the Chilly Reception right away. I have my free switching into Sandslash, and I go for the sub. As he switch out into Rotom. With that, I can reveal my Terra Ghost and the sub. I go for the Swords Dance here since I'm behind the sub. As he goes for a Sunny Day, he destroys my Sun there. I'm still faster than this thing, so he's a very bulky Rotom, and I kill it with the Terra Blast. I'm still behind the sub and a +2, so we're still good here. He goes into the Dunsparce. He can't Boom Burst or something. He goes for the Terra Fairy as I go for the Triple Axle. And I got the 3 hits, so this is a second kill for Sandslash. The Dunsparce is gone. He goes into GFire. We're still behind the sub. I have no reason not to go for another Triple Axle. He goes for the Heat Crash. The sub takes it, and I get the 3 hits again with the Triple Axle, which is great. Now I switch out my Sandslash and go into Basculegion. I take the Heat Crash. This does a lot. Of course, he's Photosynthesis and in the sun. He just switched out into Cottonee as I go for the Aqua Jet. I was just sacking Basculegion here. I go back into Slowking as he goes for the Lead Seed. I really don't. He goes for the Taunt here. He caught me on the Taunt, so I can't Chilly Reception out. With that, I just go for a Future Sight as he switches out into Sandaconda. I believe right here I go back into Hawlucha. There's no reason for me not to do that as he goes for this Meteor Smack. I believe I go for Encore now. I trapped him into this Meteor Smack. And with that, I can freely go for a U-turn. The Future Sight comes up and does a lot to Sandaconda, which is great. I go for a U-turn. He actually stays in. but I know he's locked into Smithers Mech. I go into my Slowking. I am fully defensive, so I can take this for days. He goes into Kotone as I go for the chili reception again. And now I am in a very good situation here with the ASLS12. He tries to go for the taunt, but I have the mental herb and I go straight for the triple axle. I get the 3 hits again. I don't kill this thing, which is really impressive. He goes for a sunny day, gets rid of the snow again as I kill it with the Terra Blast. He goes back into GFire. I can risk losing my ASLS12 here, so I just sack the Basque Legion to a hit crash. So I can freely go into my Slowking again. I know Kotone is now dead, so no more sun for him as soon as I get my chili reception up. He tries to Earthquake, but I'm fully defensive. And I go back into ASLS12. I'm faster. I go for the Terra Blast Ghost, I kill the GFire, and there's only Sandaconda around, and he's really low, and that's some funny things that happens here. I think I thought the Terra Blast would kill at this point, so I go for it to try and not to miss the triple axle, and I don't kill, and he goes for the rest. I go for the Swords Dance. He reveals he's not a Sleep Talk set, and I go for the triple axle and I miss as he wastes his second turn of the rest. I go for the triple axle again and I miss again as he wake up and he goes for the Earthquake. I mean the Glare first and then the Earthquake, and that puts me right in range for the Rocky Helmet to kill my ASLS12 as well as I kill him with the triple X. So I win here. This is a 3-0. It's 3-0 instead of the 4-0. We're 1-1 now. This is my first win, and next week I face our current champion himself, Oshawott Senpai, coach of the El Paso Chinchinos. I'll see you guys in the next week.